Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the Foreign Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the Bears. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the Foreign Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Hello, good evening, hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Aberdeen 0, Rangers 1, and not the greatest match I've ever seen in my life, but 3 valuable points. Join myself, Foxy, run the panel. It's Bridgeman. Bridgeman, give us your thoughts briefly.
Oh, what can I say? I thought we played very well compared to Aberdeen. I thought later on into the second half there, Aberdeen managed to grab the ball a wee bit, and then they seemed to introduce all the shenanigans that they've been doing against Rangers for a long time. And the referee fell for virtually every one of them. And fortunately, the referee saw the bad tackle, really poor tackle, and got the guy sent off. He should have had 3 red cards in many games before, and then got away with a lot of them. So it's caught up with him. I think that the young Lewis Ferguson, very lucky man, not to have seen a red card. There was 3 booking offences, 3 bad, to my opinion, bad booking offences against him.
Enough about the referee.
Right, no. I'm happy. I think Rangers played very well. When we could see there was areas there, I thought the centre half was excellent. That a really good performance from him, and he helped all the way along the line. Poor as Ranger man today, I thought Tavernier.
All right, I didn't think Tavernier was great, but I didn't think Kamara played particularly well. A lot of 5.5s and 6.5s for me, and but better players: Kent, Morelos, Aribo, and Balogun. Anyway, if people want to join us and give us their thoughts on the game, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought in the call by the one and only Old School Blue. Quickly, before the boys come in, we're going to get Foxy's thoughts on the game. Fox, people are dying to hear what the Fox thinks.
I thought it would have been a slog, and it turned out to be that. We started very well. I thought our passing game was excellent. Got ourselves in front by a terrific goal by Ryan Kent. And then I thought we kind of lost our way a slight bit. But we controlled the game, and that's 5 games now, no goals conceded. I'm quite happy. 3 points is 3 points.
Aye, you did. You did predict 1-0, mate. You said that before the game started. So
stole it off of me.
Well,
no,
Bridge, you went for 2-0, so you got it wrong, Bridge. We've been joined by JFK after the evening.
After evening.
Afternoon Oxshare, afternoon Bridgeman and Fox and Old School. I can't add much more about you guys saying. The fact is that at times it wasn't an enjoyable game, and that was only because I went the sheep were in. I thought our play overall was good, and like yourself, Bridgeman, most of them get 5s and 6s, but the man of the match for me was definitely the new centre back, Big Balogun. I thought he had a great game. Pleased with Aribo again, and Alfredo. It was great to see him play a game with a smile on his face, and he didn't react. A haze at the end. Did you see him?
A wee one. Oh, come on, he was going for the ball.
Aye.
He had a wee swipe at him, and the number 5 was looking for a reaction after Fred, but he never gave him it. Well done to Alfredo.
Old with his face, he's JFK.
Aye. He would do it good at a gurning competition. The Fox man predicted it. No,
do you reckon that Port Bear, who didn't know what a simmet was, will know what
a gunner is?
Aye.
I don't think so.
No,
he's a very innocent boy, that, at Port Bear. Very innocent.
I was very.
We'll know in a minute because he's joined us.
Oh, there he goes.
Port Bear.
How we doing, lads?
How are you?
Very well. And I know what a gunner is. That's somebody that greets all the time.
No.
Gunning? I know the word gunning. It means greeting to me.
Before we go back onto the football, do you know there's actually a World Gunning Championship? Port.
Hey, so Phil Merriam, what is it?
Go and look it up. Just look
We're
up
on a
numbers.
bus. We're on a bus one year. JFK was runner-up.
Well, that first prize you got, Oxy, I was jealous.
Still half it. It was a bad photo finish.
You better believe it. Go and look it
Anyway,
up. Go and look
What's
it
your
up,
thoughts,
pal.
Port Bear?
Well, Fox got it bang on, mate. I was slightly more confident in the Fox, but you know, it's all about a W for me, Ox. Yeah, we get 3 points. That's
Yep.
all that matters to me. We were good the first half.
Here's your
We're
views
dead
on the
good, guys.
centre half, mate. Here's your views on the centre half.
Like I said, mate, I'd seen enough of him to suggest that it was like, and as I said, it's like a reincarnation of Majid Bagheera. That's who it reminds me of. He's very like Bagheera, very quick on the deck, good in the turn, you know, and very dominating there. Just what Bridgman wanted.
Two highlights for me, Port. When he took the ball up the park, he ended up getting a foul. I think he bought a foul, and then when the young boy had the ball out in their left-hand side and he showed a turn of pace to take it off him, that was the highlights of his play for me.
I agree, mate. You know, Bruce Anderson did take the ball in a turn, and you sort of thought, oh no, here we go, he's going to get away from him. But big man managed to make up a good 5-6 yards. Oxy to catch him. Very, very quick, mate. Very quick.
All right, be interesting. I've not seen him at the televisions game, man. Much. We'll be joined by Stardog.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Stardog.
How you doing? I wouldn't go as far as comparing him to Bugera just yet, but I can see the qualities in there, mate. I think he's very, very comfortable coming out with the ball for the back as well. He looks very astute and very assured of himself, mate, when he's coming out with the ball. So he's a confident defender. I cannot wait to see him and Big Nico at the back together, by the way. I can't wait to see him and
You might have to wait for a year, mate.
I know. But can I just talk about Hadji quickly, Oxy? I don't know what your opinion of Hadji was, mate, but I think he was very he struggled to get into the game the first 20 minutes. Some of his passing, mate, was lethargic for me. I don't think the flicks and the soft passing is going to work. I think he struggled at times today, Hadji. I don't know if any of the boys have got a different opinion, mate, but for me, he just struggled to get in and out the game today.
Wouldn't disagree, mate. I was surprised he stayed on the park as long as he did, and I'm also surprised that we never used our substitutes, at least a couple more. But there you go, that's only my thoughts. Anyway, we'll be joined by Stephen. Afternoon, Stephen. You'll need to come up or mute.
Hello, sorry. Sorry, guys. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm happy, job done, you know, but I was very impressed with this new centre half. What's his name?
Balogun. What's his first name? Anybody?
Balogun.
Leon Balogun.
Leon.
Is he English? Is he?
No, he's German Nigerian, if you have such a thing.
That's a good mix.
Oh, for nice
No,
weather you're getting there.
It's beautiful here, and the day's even more better. But it was a typical Aberdeen game, wasn't it? I mean, some of the challenges, Jesus. But that new big guy, he chased down the ball. It was kind of 1-on-1. He's a fast guy. He's a big boy, but I was super impressed with the pace on him. But he just reeks of confidence. And then you see Helander warming up. You just think, you know, we're always complaining about our centre halves, but credit to Stevie. I think we've got a good one there. And it's a weird comparison, but when the new guy was taking the ball up the park, it reminded me of Amaruso. He used to love to do that.
All right, okay. Amaruso Bagheera. All right, one game. Bridgeman. Amaruso Bagheera. I know Amaruso modelled his game and his looks on your good self, mate.
Very good. Very good. No, I think I'm very happy with the centre half. I thought with C, that's his first game and it's a tough place to go at Aberdeen, and he stood up to everything they gave him. And by the way, they put a couple of big toughies in as well. But he did very well. It was never out-muscled really. Quality on the ball and could header the ball, no problem at all. I'm very happy with him. And I thought Golson also played quite well today, to be honest. And can I just say, Stephen, you've got your video on, pal.
Oh, Christ, you can't see me, can you?
No, yes, we can. Can you switch it off because it's not very nice?
God love you. God love you.
Switch your camera off.
There we go. Sorry. I didn't get my looks from Amaruso.
It could have been a lot worse, Stephen. It could have been a lot worse. Dear. This is all Matt Kiddy's night going on. Right. JFK, I thought that Tav didn't have a greatest game. Barisic was quiet but done okay, nothing wrong. Goldson done okay with the piece, but not as good as Balogun. In the midfield, that's where I thought we were a bit pedestrian at times with Jack and Kamara. I think with the players we've got, with the Hadji and the movement of Kent and the way Morelos plays, we need to get the ball forward quicker.
That's two games running. We've seen Kamara and Jack there. I'm not impressed with Kamara at all. I thought he was a total passenger whole game. Ryan Jack's got to do a lot more for me. I mean, we're talking about bringing this guy Zunga in. I mean, he's somebody to get the ball forward more, and they two don't seem to be able to do it. And Alfredo ended up becoming a midfielder in his own right. You know, he had to look for the ball a lot of the times. So
best midfielder on the park, Jimmy.
Definitely, Starling. I totally agree with you, son. And I just think that, you know, not so much Ryan Jack, but definitely Kamara. I think his jersey's in a shaky nail, depending who comes in the next few days.
I don't want to get carried away. We've got to critique the performance today, but obviously the manager likes him because he's in the first 11 starter.
Yeah. Aye, 100%, mate. I mean, I disagree with the Glenn Kamara one a bit more. I would actually go more on Ryan Jack because, I mean, Glenn Kamara was getting his cell in the box at some points today as well. His link-up plays a lot better than Ryan Jack's, and Glenn Kamara can play in that defensive role. If you were going to assign any role to Glenn Kamara, you probably would sit him in the defensive role.
For me,
I don't know where Ryan Jack's best is, mate. I really don't.
He constantly turns into trouble, Kamara, mate. Yeah, when it works for him, it's all right. When he does his shuffle. Yeah.
But football and ability, I think, you know, Ryan Jack, I just don't know where he fits into that Rangers team anymore, mate. I really don't. He's not a sitting defender, and he's definitely not an attacking midfielder, mate. So, where do you play him?
Well, only time will tell, but aye, it's all about opinions. Anyway, we've been joined by Andy for Leeds.
Hi, boys. My take on it was steady away. Good point. Another clean sheet.
Clean sheet. 2 points
when we scored that
last year, Andy.
That's right. Yeah, and when we scored, I would have liked to have seen us up it a wee bit more and get that second goal. Apart from the one skirmish there in the middle of the second half, there was never any danger. And with you and Kamara, I mean, that guy just does my nutting, as I've said before. We definitely need a striker in. And we'll get better. We'll get better, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that I would take now as a boost. Say, right, okay, we've gone up there and we've faltered in the past. That's out of the way for a long time, that game now, you know, so, and it's 3 points, you know. So, yeah, over the piece, I would say 60%. Didn't look in any danger. Tamest sheep game I've ever seen, right enough. I thought we could throw them easy, you know.
All right. Bridgeman, a lot of love for the big centre half. What did you make of Morelos' performance?
Well, Morelos was outstanding. He drew them in, and he was getting clobbered now and again, but never caused any issues at all. And the referee had to just go past it all. And actually, I think the referee could have booked their defenders a number of times today with some of the antics they were up to. But Morelos, absolutely outstanding. Looked like a midfielder. Looked like one of these players that we used to have that would play at centre half, a centre forward, and step forward 5 yards, pick the ball up and distribute it. And I remember seeing Colin Steen doing just that a couple of times at Ibrox. So he's definitely good. Great performance by him for me. Great performance.
Port Bear, particularly in the first half, and I'll take it GFK after you, mate. It was when the ball was coming up the park, it was chesting it left, chesting it right, getting in front of McKenna. Yeah, and beat him a runaround, if I'm being honest, up until we scored the goal.
His movement was outstanding today, Oxford. You know, he wasn't far behind Balogun, in my opinion, for the man of the match. His movement also created space for Hadji and Kent to go in behind. He was dropping that deep at times. It reminded me of Oxford of the Liverpool front three, where Firmino drops in so deep, you know, and links in midfield, but also in his touch for Kent to put him through, mate. That was a sublime weighted pass to put Kent 1-on-1 with the keeper. He was outstanding today, mate, and that's something Alfredo's added to his game, in my opinion. He's really looking sharp, strong, fit, you know, and he dragged Ash Taylor and McKenna all over the place today, mate. That was so hard for them today to deal with him.
By the way, I like Ash Taylor, mate. What a clearance he had, didn't he? For a wee bit.
He did, mate, he did.
That was a fantastic
Yeah, he did.
clearance. Anyway, before we go to GFK, we've been joined by a caller. Afternoon caller.
Hi there. Just to say that Balogun, absolutely solid at centre half.
What's your
Best
name,
centre
mate?
half
What's your
performance.
name, mate?
My name's Lee.
Lee.
Best centre half performance I've seen in a while, and he's making Goldson look a bit more solid. I don't know if it's the age will help the younger players come on as well, but it's going to be hard to force him into the team. But Morelos, I think he's looking a bit overweight, and play a striker, you're needing goals, and I can't see Morelos bringing goals. I think it's time to cash in.
All right, okay. I thought Morelos was arguably one of our best players today, Lee.
His involvement in the game is good, but for a striker, you're needing goals. And what happens if Hadji and Ken gets injured? Who's going to bring goals for us?
Well,
Whereas if you're getting like 16 million for the Morelos, cash in, bring in 2 decent strikers.
I think you get, to be honest, with Morelos, you're looking for Morelos to trim down a little bit, because he's definitely, you can see, just a wee bit chubby. But other than that...
you're being harsh. I think you're being harsh.
I'm not being too harsh. I don't think I'm being too harsh. See, this is what my eyes are telling me. I think he's
called the Buffalo. Naturally big.
Hold on, Pat. Hold on. All I'm saying is that if you could get him to shed a wee bit and start to get his eye in on the ball, because he's definitely not got it. His touch and feel on the ball inside the box isn't quite there. He had 3 or 4 chances today. Sorry?
I think he looks like he's trying not to get injured.
It might be that.
No, I've never seen that, but I'll go to the Global Ambassador. Mr. Global Ambassador, how are we doing?
All right, gents.
Yeah.
Right, good. Look at just the same as. I'll go with what Stardog says. I thought Kamara looked better than Jack, but we really missed some magic dust in that park. Kent took that goal well. I thought he was going to fluff it, but he did take it well. I was expecting him to go round the keeper, but he slipped it away well. Hadji, I'm not 100% sure. We're definitely missing something in the middle of the park. And it's pointless in a striker. He's there to score goals. Why is he doing so much work? Does that show a deficiency in the other players?
It's a 4-3-3
he did have a good
system.
game, I know, but come on, man, he's there. He's meant to score goals. I don't know if he needs to lose.
Look at Firmino's record in it.
That's a totally different level of football there, man. You're talking about Firmino, Morelos, two totally different. One's in the stratosphere, the other one's playing Scottish football at Aberdeen today. So I'm expecting him to score goals. But if he doesn't score goals, who else is scoring the goals for us?
We've scored 11 goals in 5 games now, conceded none. Morelos...
We've only played 1 game.
Aye.
In the league. That's what counts. The other games didn't count, really.
And are you telling me you thought Morelos was rubbish today?
No, if you listen to me, I never said that. I thought his all-round play was good, but I want him, he's a centre-forward to score goals, that's what I'm saying. So I think the players run about him. I don't know. To me, the second half was the same as last season.
I'll give you that. The second half wasn't great, mate.
That's telling me that we're missing something. And the two players I said to you before the game, Kent and Hadji, I think you've got reservations with Hadji.
Jury's still out for me, mate. Nice touch, lovely touch.
Yes, he's got that, but there's no magic dust about them. That's the thing. If we're playing Morelos like that, we need goals for someone.
I would have gave Kent pass marks today. I think he made things happen at times. Better than GFK.
One of Ryan Kent's best games for a long time, actually. I thought Ryan Kent was looking pretty hungry today. He was looking for the ball at all times, constantly showing for it. I do rave about Hadji sometimes, Oxshire, pretty much all the time, actually. But I think there's a player in there and it will come. We've got 2 home games coming up, mate. That was a tough fixture away for Aberdeen, who came to just steal. They came to steal a result, mate, in my opinion. They steal a draw, whatever they were going to get. And Rangers, they fell off, the second half. But we're still in sort of pre-season You know, even though it's a full game of day, they're still trying to find their fitness, and it'll come. It definitely will come, mate. We're not far away, and hopefully within the next 24 hours, maybe even sooner, they're going to announce a bit of, magic dust that what Big Al wants.
But see, if you take away Kent's goal, how would you rate his performance?
Ryan Kent, I thought he was hungry, mate. He looked, he showed he was always trying to get involved in the game. He looked for probably the most dangerous player most of the game, I think.
If he never scored the goal, that's what I'm saying. He had it. Look, he was all right, but I really am expecting more from him. That's just my own personal thing. Like, maybe I'm a harsh critic, but I'd really be expecting it.
We're a tough crowd. Is Lee left? Is Lee? Lee's gone. We're a tough crowd. GFK.
1 minute, we're going from sublime to ridiculous. 1 minute, we're all praising how well we're playing, and the next minute, we're criticising. I'm not saying we shouldn't be allowed to criticise, but overall, I'm very, very pleased with the day's result. And it's the first competitive game we've played, and I know there was ones there who only get the 5s and the halves and the 6s and that, and the only one that get the 8 or the 9 for me was Balogun, or probably maybe with Fred and that as well with Aribo. But well, guys, I mean, I know some. I can't remember who said it. They thought that Alfredo was carrying a bit of weight. I think he is carrying a bit of weight, but I still thought he had a great game today. I mean, that's another game without scoring. It was good.
Aye, we've been joined with Domarnock. The rest of the team will get responsibility to make chances for him. Yeah. Afternoon, Domarnock.
Good evening, lads. Tried myself off mute there before I got slagged.
It's called a bridge.
A good 3 points, wasn't it? I mean, that was the important thing. No injuries, luckily enough. But I think I agree with Lee and Al that I think we're really elevating Morelos up. Even the pre-season in this game, he's having a better match than he's actually having. But it's all about opinions, isn't it, lads? You know what I mean? So we've all got different opinions, and that's what makes us good. So the big defender, but superb.
Looks for steel, mate. Free transfer, yeah?
Yep.
He's hard as nails today. See him headbutting the post? That's what you want. Right back up, man. Back into it.
Oh, sure, I've got his stats for Ryan Kent for the match today. Ryan Kent's been given man of the match. He had 69 touches. He completed 44 out of 48 passes. 1 chance created. 2 shots, 1 in target. Scored the winner. 8 of his 9 goals since the start of last season have been away from home. That's his stats for the day for the wee man. So I think that's pretty positive on Ryan Kent's performance today, and they gave him man of the match. That's for Sky Sports.
I think he would have got man of the match because he scored the goal. I had them. I had Balogun because of his debut. I thought he was.
Yeah, me too.
But I wouldn't argue with Kent or Morelos or Aribo getting, because I thought Joe Aribo done some sublime things on the football pitch.
Can I come in there, Rockster?
Yes, mate.
I'm just going to say, I know the boys are talking about Alfredo Morelos and how he's going back into the midfield and that, but if you look back to us last season, mate, we were struggling to break teams down, and I think this is a different dimension that he's given to the team this year. It's allowing the players to go in behind, and I felt in the first half, mate, we looked a lot more dangerous through that. I think it gives us a totally different dimension, and I personally don't care who's putting the ball in the net for us, mate, as long as we're getting the 3 points at the end of the game, and I think it's working for us, mate. I really do. I think we'll give teams hidings this year. I really do, playing like that. It's the first game of the season, as Jimmy says. It'll take us a wee bit to get into the swing of it as well, mate, but we'll get there. And I think Alfredo's teamwork today was absolutely sublime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Listen, let's be honest about it. Maybe I thought we started the game very, very well, and then we got the goal, and we weren't great after it. Arguably, in the last 3 years, made up since Stevie G came in, the 2 first games at Pittodrie, we might have played better. And we never won, but we got 3 points today. GFK.
Aye, but we said that before. We discussed last night about this fixture, and it's one that CBG's found hard to get a decent result. Again, I'll say it's good to critique now, but I'm really, really happy with today's performance overall. Yep, there's a few things that need to be done that tweaked and that, but we've come away with 3 points for a difficult place where there's a crowd there, I know, and we should all be happy about that. And move on to the next game, mate.
If lockdown starts now, do we get the league?
Of course we do. Of course. Of course we
Just
do.
asking if that's how.
Oh, there's no vote taken in that. I think that's a gimme, mate.
Okay, thanks, mate. Thanks.
We know to go to null and void, didn't we?
You're a very cynical man, though, Marnock. Did anybody pick up on the substitutes? 9 substitutes. We use one. Is that a deficiency in the coaching staff, or am I just being picky? Bridgman.
He doesn't change it.
Bridgman.
I think that what Alan was going to say in all probability. I think I think our manager did the right thing and left it as it was. If I could have got away with it, I wouldn't have made any changes at all. I thought that the team had done quite well.
You would have left Hadji on the park, Bridge. Seriously?
I would have, yes. I don't have a problem with any of our players. I thought they did very well overall. It's a very tough place to go. First game of the season. These are the guys we want to be playing on Thursday night. We want as many minutes in their legs as possible without getting injured, of course, you know. So congratulations to the manager. He used little subs, and all these guys that were playing that game tonight should be able to start on Thursday and be fresh.
Al, can you come, mate?
Well, look, it's not that I'm not happy. I want us to do more, and I know things have to be tweaked in competitive games. That's a given. As we go through the season, hopefully it changes. Kamara, Jack pick up their game a wee bit. We then allow Aribo to drive forward. Morelos is in that forward position, receiving the ball and putting it in the back of the net. I understand all the things, and I'm more happy that we've got the win. But I'm just scared that he's doing the same things again, and I've seen it or the team's doing the same things again. So we'll just need to wait and see. But personally, I'll need to wait and see, get another few weeks, see if we get our mojo, the proper mojo. Because make no mistake about it, man. We have to win the league. It's as simple as that. I don't give a damn about Europe, cups or nothing. I say that all the time, but he's got to win the league. Gerrard, the pressure's on him to win the league. Simple.
We've just won a game at Pittodrie. Put it in perspective. Played 1-1-1. So let's keep it in perspective. We can't do any better than that. Yeah, so
is that not what I said? No,
it's not about Stevie G. What we're talking about, we're critiquing. It's a post-match show. We're critiquing the day's game, not the whole where we are with Stevie G. We'll be joined by a caller.
I never critiqued Stevie G there, did I?
Yeah, but you said you had to win the league, yeah.
Well, he's got to win the league, as you know. As simple as that. Is that not what we're all here for?
At a time. We'll be joined by a caller.
Correct.
How are we doing, caller?
Hi, it's Lee again. You just phoned me back.
Oh, I never. Sorry, the lads must have done it. You can add your tuppence worth if you want, Lee.
I'm taking on board what you're saying about Morelos. All in gameplay was good today, but it's like some of the other people have said, we do need goals. We can't just rely on Hadji and Kent.
Well, look, you need to win a league. You'll need goals for the team, and you'll need your striker to score around about 30 port better.
100%.
You're saying there, you're saying there about how he's build-up play. Have they done this at training to bring him out into midfield to pull the defenders away? And then if we do sell him, you're going to have to get a striker to come in and do that exact same thing. So I get what you're saying. It might be hard to replace him now.
Well, the guy's a good player, mate. You're not going to be able to go and get somebody
different for class. I mean, 50, you can't take it away from him. He's different class.
You know, Port Bear.
Listen, that's the way they're playing train, obviously, mate. See the way, obviously, the formation was set up today. That's what they've been working on in pre-season. I've seen it in the pre-season games again this year where Alfredo dropped them deep. And any striker that's coming in will be expected to do the same job because, in my opinion, that's the formation and the system that our manager likes, and that's what's going to have to stick. What annoyed me, David Kamara and Jack, I think there was far too many sideways passing. You get what I mean, being a midfielder yourself. There was far too much sideways passing. Next week, you need to be brave on the ball, and try to be more, penetrating with their passes. Not sideways all the time. It doesn't have to be sideways all the time. You need to either go forward. Sometimes you need to go back to go forward, but definitely they need to go with more penetrating passes. But that's the system. So any strikers and any other players that are coming in to the midfield will have to adapt to the Gerrard system because that's what they're obviously working on in pre-season.
I think they moved the ball a lot better. A lot better. The passing, it was keeping the ball on the ground and they're moving it all over the park much better.
Can I come in on that, Oxford, just a minute? I think we saw the goal by Kent, the great chance by Aribo. In fact, two great chances for Aribo. And one of them was, to me, a two-footed tackle for the back. Should have been a penalty and a sending off.
We lost Oxford there.
Was that Bridge? Was that when Aribo fell on Ferguson's head? Bridgeman?
The Bridgeman at cut off.
It's me cut off. Sorry.
Bridgeman?
Yes, pal.
I mean, when that Aribo, he never touched Aribo.
Boy, you look at his feet. And he's got 2 feet trailing right through him. That's a double-footed tackle.
I thought it was a good tackle.
I give in.
I don't think it was anything wrong with it. Yeah, I've got to be honest with you.
Can I come in on the Kamara and Jack comments?
Yes,
Kamara and Jack won the midfield for us today. They might not have been flamboyant with their passing or creating, but it was through their efforts that we got control in the midfield, and that was very important today.
All right, lads. It's that time in the afternoon. Obviously, we got a big show, and we're going to be back on Monday night. Last word of the afternoon to the Bridge.
Well, what can I say? Thoroughly pleased with the team's performance overall. Great result for us. Massive 3 points, and we should be able to sit in that and enjoy. So, to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is, keep it going for the Rangers, because you know the Rangers need us. Keep it going.
Thanks very much for all the callers. Great debate. We'll carry it on Monday night. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Thanks to Fox and Stardug for the Fox and Old School Blue for the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. Speak to you Monday night. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. Well, the legends come and the legends go, but Rangers live on just the same. For a new one's born when the blue shirts won, and we all remember their name. We are the legendary Rangers. We wear the legendary blue. Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. And there is no doubt what we're all about when we face the world and say, bring it on some more, 'cause you know for